Hey everyone, just here with a 2018 Musa gear guide. It's just going to be covering from beginners to softcap, the best cookie cutter build for Musa. There are other builds that you can do, but this is the most optimized one. This is a video recording as of the 22nd of June, so these builds can potentially change in future if any major patch changes any gear. So first up, we got the brand new beginner set. So for weapon, you want to get a Kazakh Blade. Basically is the most AP for green item. It's basically the most cost effective item when you're new. You want to get a white horn bow, brings up your AP. You want to get just a green awakening blade. Reason for this is blue is expensive. When you're a brand new player, you just want to have the ability to farm easily. With 170 AP, you can farm pretty much everything in the game that you're going to be needing to farm in the early stages to make money. So you'll be able to farm Nagas, Fogans, Pirates, Orsons, the main ones for the money in the early game. For accessories, you just want to straight up get the Ashula set. So Ashula can be found from Helms, Rogues, and Iron Mine. You can Google a little bit more on exact placements for each of these. So for the helmet, just get a duo heave. Basically, the reason you want to go a heave set now is this gives you a bit more survivability because it gives you HP. And it's just, it's a lot easier. Don't have to go too heavily into armor because the game is pretty easy. So you just get those to duo. So you get the helm, the boots, and the gloves. And then for armor, get the magical roaring. Basically, this is just a quest item. You can Google it. It's pretty easy to get. It's a lot better for people to just get nowadays because there's no point getting an extra armor piece that you're going to upgrade to boss gear anyway, because the PvP at this low end gear score is very minimal, and it's already decided by you'll either get one hit or you'll one hit other people, just because everyone's very far along. So yeah, so that's the basics of that. The crystals for these, for the offhand, you just want to get a critical. For the main hand, you want to get 2 ancient magical powers. They just give 5 AP. For gloves, you want to get 2 assaults. Just give 2 attack speed. For the roaring, just put the Cabellius. Gives you a bit of HP and a bit of weight limit. It's always nice. For Helm, you can either get 2 crystals of experience, so that's 10% each. So if you're lucky enough to snipe them off the marketplace, you can use those in your Helm to speed up leveling, or you can just use the Harpier. Those give 50 HP each. And for the boot gems, you just want to get 2 swiftness just to max out that move speed. So as we continue, so once you've sort of moved on from this is where you'll start getting into. So your first thing, once you've got these items and you're beginning to bring in a bit of gold generation, the first things you want to look at trying to get are Beg's gloves and Kazakh. These are the most important first items that you should be looking at for Musa, just because Beg gives us a lot of accuracy, which allows us to do desert mobs a lot easier. And the Kazakh Blade is the exact same, but it also scales a lot better, because this is your final endgame piece. So don't get Laverto, it's a piece of shit. It's a waste of money. Just make sure you skip straight from Rosa into Kazakh. From here on, the offhand is still a White Horn Warrior bow. White Horn bow. White Horn bow is the most effective right now because of the Rion score changes. The more AP, it easily allows you to farm a lot better. So from that point onwards, you just want to start trying to get, once you have the base gloves and the Kazakh, from there on you just want to start trying to snipe your other boss pieces. So for Helm, you want to go for a Gaius. You can go for a Griffins, it's not that big of a difference, but Gaius is still the preferred. For Tree Spirit armor, this is pretty hard to get. You can get Red Nose if if it's the last piece that you need. You can get Red Nose just to hold you out until you get a tree, because the only difference is 200 HP. They both give the same DR, resist, etc. For boots, you want to go for Ergons. Muskins are no longer that great, mainly because of the Reown score changes again, with the DR bonuses and evasion being less of a thing. So after you've done this and you've got your boss pieces, you want to just get them all up to try, and you're always trying to snipe a dandy. After you get the Kazakh and the Begs, you want to be trying to get a dandy whenever possible. It might take you a little bit, but these are you just want to make sure that you focus on boss items straight away. So after that, you just want to level up to 61, that way so you can get a free Crescent Ring, also known as the Culture. This is given to you for free as soon as you hit 61 on a character. 61, it's pretty easy to get, so just grind it up. It'll save you a lot of money in the long term. A Crescent is, I think, like close to 1.8 billion, so it'll save you a lot of money. For a budget ring, you want to go for Red Coral Ring. You want to try and get it to Tet. It's pretty easy to get to Tet. You can use Cron Stones to attempt it going for Tet. You can snipe these for 78 million off the auction house. They're the best value for money. Marcus Shadows are an okay ring, but from the data that we have found, Red Coral Rings were the better ring. For the belt, from the Ashula upgrade, you just want to try and get a Basilisk. You can either get it at Pry or Duo, and you just want to leave it there. You don't want to spend too much money on it, so just leave it at a Pry and it's perfectly fine. For earrings, the most cost effective one is the Blue Coral Earring. These are roughly 160 mil on NA at the current time. So these give you 1 less AP than Witches, the same amount of accuracy, and a little bit of SP. These are the best value. Some people like to go Witches. Witches are super expensive, so honestly, as a new player, it's better off just going Blue Corals, because you only lose out on 1 AP, but you save a lot of money, that way so you can go into your higher upgrades. And for the necklace, you just want to get a Seraphs. You'll farm this while killing Nagas. You just want to get that up as high as you can to try. And yeah, so for crystals, for the tree armor, use Cabelius. For gloves, use 1 Viper and 1 Valor. This basically allows you to bring you up to 5 attack speed, 2 crit, and 3 move speed. And then that way, so when you use a Magoria Seafood, you have the 5 move speed and the 4 crit. For the helm, at this point when you have this helm, you're more so just looking to put just Harpiers in it. At this point, you shouldn't be really having EXP in it. You should just use another helm for EXP, because this is more a PvP helm. For boots, you want to go for Hysterias. That'll give you a little bit of weight limit and move speed. So from here on, the next part is you want to start trying to take your boss gears. So you should be trying on your weapons first. Get those to Tet as soon as you can. So just your Dandy and your your Kazakh. Then you look for the rest of your armor. Try and get those up to Tet. It'll take a little bit, but you'll get there slowly. Also look at pre-ordering an Uber, and slowly build that up to 10 as well. Now from here, this is where it starts getting super costly, and this is your last bit journey to softcap. So the way, first off, you want to replace your red coral ring with tri-crescent. This is the most value AP money item regarding accessories, so aim for that first. It'll take you a little bit, but it's the best one to get first. From there on, you want to try and get your basilisk up to try, and then after, for your earrings, you want to try and start getting tungrads. So you want to get 2 tri tungrads. Originally, one red coral earring was a main thing as well, but because of the Rion changes, with the Rion score and everything, it's a lot better to just go pure AP, get the Kazakh and the Begs, because of the Jinn crystals that come from Carme, which give 20 accuracy. So you can skip red corals, which is great. And then from there, so you just want to try and get your tungrads, and then once you have 2 tri-tungrads, then you can go for Ogre. Ogre should be your last piece, and your tungrads should be second last when you're going for this build. So for crystals, you go for Jinn Vipers. They give 1 attack speed and 20 accuracy. That's the main thing that you're getting them for, is the accuracy. For the armor, you get the Bon Carmae. These give 150 HP, 20 weight limit, and free damage reduction. They're the best in slot gems as of right now. For Helm, you want to get the Bon Harpiers. They give 75 HP, 5 recovery, and 12 evasion. Really nice, pretty simple. For your boots, you want to get 2 1 Hysterias. They give you weight limit, 2 move speed, and 150 stamina each. So, it's pretty nice. For the weapon, you want to get a Bon Carmae and a Jinn Carmae. So, this is basically just to min-max you, that way so you can get 5 attack speed, 5 crit, and 5 move speed easily. That way, so because they're the main 3 as a Musa that you want to max, so doing this just allows you to get them easier. Because all you need to do then is pop a margarita seafood or an exquisite cornmeal if you have that available to you, which at this point you should have it. For offhand, you want to use 1 critical and 1 awaken magic crystal, so 1 AP and 1 crit. So the crit is really OP. And yeah, so that's it. That's the 2018 Musa gear guide. Thanks for listening. I hope this helps.